to the Field ID phone navigation training. Once you successfully log into your Field ID account on your phone, you'll be presented with your job sites or customers' information. You can click on the sync icon here to view what is happening with the phone at this time. It updates every 4 minutes, or you can click on the Update Now button to update the handheld right away. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and go back into my job sites or customers. It is recommended to take a job site or customer offline. It provides the ability for faster searches and faster responses when doing an inspection. When online, everything has to be pulled from the servers directly. So depending on cellular connectivity or Wi-Fi, it may be a slow process. So let's go ahead and select a construction company. And I'm able to take both the construction company and its division at the same time. If I click up here on the top, I can select Take Offline, and that will take the customer and its division offline automatically for me. So I'm going to go ahead and take it offline. It will turn green, indicating that it's taken it offline. Once I close that, it will begin downloading and storing all of that information to the phone. We can see the progress of that by clicking on our sync icon again up here on the top. And we can see that it is downloading and saving all of that information to our phone. Once that is done, we will see an offline label here indicating that everything is stored on the phone and ready for use. It also provides the ability to view only the information for that customer when doing an inspection. If we click on our options menu here, we can now view that information and search for the assets that are part of that job site or customer. We have two options here of how to search for information. The first one is our universal search bar. As you begin typing in the serial number, reference number, or RFID number into the system, it will begin looking for anything that relates to that search. Or what you can do is simply double tap the search icon here, double tap on there, and it will launch the camera icon. The camera icon now allows us to scan a barcode of anything that has a barcode on it. So let's go ahead and type in a search field here. I'm just going to type in test. And I'm going to select a fall arrest harness to begin our inspection. So once I have the asset in question up on my screen, I can review that information to make sure I selected the right harness, that I'm in the right location. Everything seems fine, so I can click on Start up here and begin the inspection of that harness. So once I click on Start, I have two options. I can either perform a scheduled event or an unscheduled event. Currently, these are way ahead in the future, so I'm going to go ahead and select an unscheduled one. I'm going to go ahead and select the harness visual inspection. Once that is done, it'll begin loading and presenting me with the pre-event. The pre-event, it just allows us to view the information regarding are we in the right location? Does this belong to the correct owner? Once that is fine and we verify that information, we can swipe from right to left. We can click on jump to the different sections, or we can use our navigation icons down here to navigate the different areas of that inspection. So I'm just going to swipe from right to left, and we're going to go into our inspection criteria. First part is our webbing. This is where we can review our information. First question here is D-rings condition. So I can press and hold the shields and view the information there of what options do I have. I got pass, fail, and A. I can also simply press the shields to change it from a pass to a fail, back to an NA, back to a pass again. If I click on the plus sign here, it allows us to view this information of what we can record when we are performing our inspection. So if we pass something, it's recommended we put in our notes under the blue eye, which is our recommendations field. And this allows us to document any kind of notes that we wish to have regarding that inspection. If something fails, it is highly recommended that we document what failed during the inspection here in our deficiencies. Once we click on deficiencies, we document our notes regarding what happened during that failure. And also we can have predefined information so that way we don't have to type all of this information in. I can also take a picture of that to show what is happening regarding those D-rings. And here I'll just turn on my camera icon and take a picture. Once I take that picture, I can click on Use to use that picture in particular, and then type in my notes if I need to type any notes regarding what I am showing here on the screen. I can continue on taking additional pictures by clicking on the camera icon here, or I can click on Done if one picture is sufficient. Once that is done, I can also create an action item. By clicking on the orange arrow, I can create an action item, click on Add. I can select my corrective action. Here I got corrective action, nonconformance, preventative, and repairs. I'll select repairs for this demonstration. I can also select the priority. This is where we can select high, low, normal. The wording that you see in there can be customized according to your needs. The due date, we can select the due date when we want this corrective action completed. And we can either assign it to a group or to a particular person. I'm going to select a person here. I'm going to select our demo user. I could document our notes of what we want done, and it's extremely important to do so and be as thorough as we can. The person who receives this corrective action also gets an email notification letting them know that a corrective action has been assigned to them. Typing in our notes gives them more information of what they need to complete for that corrective action. And I'll click on Done. Once I'm done with that, I can go ahead and click on Save. And I can continue on adding more action items, or I can go ahead and close this and continue on with my inspection. Once I'm done with my inspection, I can continue on to the different sections, and I'm just swiping using my finger. Next section is stitching, and then the next section is hardware. Once I'm done all of that, depending on process and procedures, I can click on the blue arrow here, which allows me to save this inspection or save it as a draft. If I save it as a draft, it stores the information on my phone, and then I can continue the inspection from there, or if I'm done, I can go ahead and click on Save. However, if I continue on one more swipe, I can go into my post event, my results and comments. This is where I can add more information regarding the overall inspection that I just did. So here we can set the status of this asset by selecting the drop-down list and saying that this harness is in need of repair as an example. And then once I'm done, now I can go ahead and save this. Once it's saved and I'm back online, either through cellular or Wi-Fi, this will automatically upload to the cloud and be available on our Field ID website. I'm going to click on Back here. I'm going to pretend that I'm back in the office now. I'm going to click on my Options menu again. This time I want to tell the system that for my offline collection, I no longer need the construction company to be available on my phone anymore. So I'm going to select the construction company. I'm going to click on the little green arrow there, and I'm going to tell the system to remove the construction company just from memory on my phone. It's still available both on the cloud and on the server. So I'm going to click on Close now, let it update, and I am done. That ends the training for the phone part. Thank you very much.